Hi everyone, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before. And if you haven't been here before, please subscribe to be a part of the bilingual family, which is mostly me attempting to speak English. If you watched my last video, you know that I've been away for a few months, and in that last video I also talked about some old makeup that I rediscovered, or old releases that I rediscovered. I thought for today I could show you some of the old makeup or older makeup releases that are not as new, that I still love to this day and that I still actually pretty much use whenever I'm doing makeup. I wanted to say every single day, but that's not the case because I don't do my makeup every single day. My hair, we're working on it. I had it up in a bun like this and I really liked it, and then insecurity got the best of me. But maybe if I do it like this. But you know what, I don't mind it, so enjoy my head like this for the next 20 minutes. One of the things that I actually wanted to talk about are these three palettes from Anastasia Beverly Hills. One of them is particularly old. It's 5 years old, and it's the Modern Renaissance palette, and it looks like this. And this is what mine looks like. I have quite a few pans in this palette, as you can see. I have hit pan on Tempera, Vermeer, Burnt Orange, Red Ochre, Venetian Red, and Love Letter. So this is a palette that I actually got from my best friend at the time for my 18th birthday. And I'm 23 now, so that's 5 years. This is a palette that I still love because of the formula, even though it has kind of gotten more dried throughout the years, because obviously it's 5 years old. This is a palette that I still love and still use, and if this is like a kind of color palette that speaks to you, I would definitely recommend it, because even after 5 years it performs amazingly. Then the two other palettes that I have from Anastasia is the Soft Glam palette and Subculture, which I think is not available anymore. And even though they're not as old as, for example, my Modern Renaissance palette, I think these are also like 2 or 3 years old. Soft Glam is still a palette that I use very frequently to this day, because it's like just absolutely gorgeous and very, very neutral and user-friendly as well. And whenever you're feeling like I want a basic look, this is everything that you need. And Subculture is just, it holds a very special place in my heart, because even though the formula is much trickier, I love this color scheme. So this is these are like my three palettes that are really old, probably the oldest in my makeup collection that I still have and have not decluttered. Now when it comes to powder, this is a powder that I've loved since I think I was in high school, like pre high school. I think I've had this powder since I was 13, and it's the Essence All About Matte Compact Fixing Powder. I used to have like one that was like this, but in a blue packaging, and it had like a tint to it, so it was too dark for my face and my face was just orange. But this one is a powder that I've had for years and years and years, and as you can see, I've panned it again, even though I haven't had this powder for such a long time. I think it's a very good budget-friendly powder that's been on the market for years, so that kind of proves something in itself. It's such a beautiful powder, and I love this one for dry skin. I have dry skin, so it's a beautiful powder for dry skin. The next product is an eyeshadow product, and it's actually from Colourpop, and these are the Super Shock shadows, and I have some from the Raw Beauty Christie collection and also just like regular ones, and this was a limited edition as well. The Colourpop Super Shock shadows are so beautiful, so versatile, beautiful eye toppers, and they've been on the market, I think, ever since Colourpop existed. And I think for what they are and what they're supposed to do, they're still probably one of my favorite formulas on the market. Like this color right here, Ladybird, is everything. It's so intense, it's very easy to use, and it gives like the most beautiful, almost glittery shine on the eyeballs, but like it doesn't have those annoying sharp edges that glitter does. And this one as well has a little bit more warmth. And also like these ones from Raw Beauty Christie, they're a little bit of an older release. I don't know when she came out with these, but these are stunning as well, and still so good, and they haven't really dried out with me, but I make sure to always close them very well. You know, sometimes they re-release new colors, but the formula in itself is like years old and it's still beautiful. Also from Colourpop is their, I don't know what this says, but it's also from Raw Beauty Christie, and this is the, I think if I remember correctly, the Luxe Lip Gloss Oil, something like that. I'll put all of the products in the link down below so you can read them, but this is the shade Wildflower, and this is also the gloss that I have on my lips today. I love this color specifically, and the formula of these are not too thick, but they're thicker than your average lip gloss, I would say. But they provide such a beautiful shine that I'm just absolutely in love with, and like this baby pink color is so beautiful, and it kind of lightens up whatever color you put it on top of. And I like that because sometimes because I'm so pale, I often go too deep or too warm, and then this one is there to help me out. Next up are two bronzers, and I'm gonna talk about the Essence one again. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This has been in their collection for as long as I can remember. Obviously like in a few different packagings, but the formula, as far as I can remember, has stayed the same. My packaging is broken. That is something that happens with Essence. It has been happening for years, but it's part of the experience. But this is a beautiful bronzer, very easy to blend out, and still smells a little bit like coconutty after all these years, which is pretty insane to me. And just overall like a bronzer that I do still reach for every single day, and that has been in my collection for a very long time. And if you're looking for like a budget-friendly bronzer, this one is just, it's like bulletproof in the sense that it will last you a very long time. It took me ages before I penned this, and also it's just a very, I don't know how you say it, but a very like stable kind of formula. Like it stands the of time, whatever that was. It stands the of time. That is what I want to say. I'll think of it hopefully while I'm editing this video, but this bronzer, great. The other bronzer that's been out for a few years is the Fenty Beauty In the Sun Instant Warmth Bronzer, and this is what it looks like. I have penned mine, as you can see. This is a bronzer that's been on the market for quite some time, and it's one of the only bronzers, together with the Essence one actually, that I like. Overall, this is one of the only bronzers that has a matte formula, a matte finish that I like, as you can obviously tell. And I also really like the color of this. And I have tried other bronzers that have come out on the market, like more new bronzers you could say, but I still like this one a lot more than I do the new ones. And it's Fenty, so the quality is amazing. Now for blush, I have like one product that I want to talk about, and it's a lot of Essence actually. This is the Essence The Blush. This is what it looks like, and this is the shade 10 Befitting. They have recently like rebranded these blushes into The Blush, I think, and before this it had a different name, but the formula kind of remained the same. And I had a few other colors, like a peachy one, but this is more like this beautiful pink that would actually fit this look quite nicely, and it's kind of cool toned as well. These are really, really beautiful, and again, as far as I remember, these have been part of the Essence assortment, and they're really, really stunning. And it's a matte blush, so you're not gonna get a lot of sheen, but I feel like these are not like flat on the skin, which is something that I really, really appreciate. I have a lot of new blushes in my collection because a lot of them are cream blushes, but this is one of the only like matte blushes that I still use, and that's saying something because I hate matte formulas. Then also two products, of which one is like a very old release and the other one is a more recent release, but I feel like people are forgetting about this. So the more recent release is the Milky Lip Jelly from Tower 28, and this is the shade Cashew, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. So these are the Shine On Lip Jellies, and I love this. This is probably one of the absolute glossiest and most comfortable lip glosses on the market, and at the same time it is so shiny, so lightweight. It is everything that I dream of, and there are a lot of lip glosses. Like the Dior lip gloss, I know that one was trending for a while. This is better. Just believe me on that. Then the other lip gloss is the NYX Butter Glosses. I don't know if you remember these, but these were so insanely popular when I started my blog and my YouTube channel, I think. This was so insanely popular. And this is the shade Madeline. I had the shade Tiramisu for the longest time, and it was such a beautiful color. And these were so popular, like together with the soft matte lip creams from NYX. And these are still so beautiful. It's not as glossy as some of the other glosses on the market right now, and even though this is like an old release, it's still such a good one. And I feel like this is one of those that is more hydrating for the lips. So yeah, these butter glosses, very nostalgic, and I still use them daily. And obviously this is kind of why I started this entire video, the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. I have repurchased this product I don't know how many times, but I've been using it since I was in high school. So since I was about 14 years old, I have been using this. I have been raving about this for years and years on end, and even though I have found concealers that are maybe like a smidge better, this is still one that I continuously go to because it's very nostalgic to me, but also the formula is up there together with the newer concealer. So this for me was revolutionary during my high school years. Guys, that was everything for today's video. These are all of the old makeup products that I still love, or older makeup releases that I still love. And I kind of just wanted to prove that you don't need every single makeup release to have good makeup in your arsenal. And yeah, let me know if you kind of like this kind of video and what you think of it, and if you want me to do like a get ready with me with these like old products, just let me know what kind of videos you want me to do. Actually, that would be very helpful. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't already to be a part of the bilingual family, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!